It's not a game, it's Pac-12 Football Media Days. We take a closer look at the Sun Devils schedule. Mike Yam, Conway, Yogi Roth with you. And Sun Devils, back-to-back 10-win campaigns, looking for a third consecutive season of at least double-digit win totals. Got to go back to the early 70s last time that happened. As we just talked to Todd Graham a few moments ago, the matchup against Texas A&M. Always nice to start with some stiff competition in the early going. That's going to be the challenge for the Sun Devils. In fact, a couple of the stars, Mike Bercovici, who is now the team's quarterback, Jordan Simone. And you know what? I've said this before. You guys have maybe the two, as a combo, the best stories heading into Pac-12 Football Media Day because of the resiliency that you had to display in waiting to be that starting quarterback. And a year ago, Jordan, you weren't even on scholarship. And I remember seeing the video of you calling your mom, telling her you earned that scholarship. How great is it to not only know that you're on scholarship, but also to be here in Los Angeles representing your team?
Yeah, it's an unbelievable experience being here, with Mike. And, last time we were in LA, it was at the Coliseum, and Mike could just throw a Hail Mary. So 2 good experiences so far in LA.
I heard about that play. Yeah. A couple people have talked about it a little bit. How many times have you gone through it?
Oh, man, it seems like every time we go to a restaurant, it's like it's so funny to hear their Hail Mary stories, and we love it. And, but it's time to move on now. It's a new season now, so that's in the past.
I want to talk to you about your intangibles. I mean, not only you're probably the oldest guy in the Pac-12 at the quarterback position, you got a gold card at Starbucks. I mean, you got all those. We follow your social media at Pac-12 Networks. But seriously, Coach Graham just talked about it. The intangibles of being around for a while and sitting. What did you learn that you think is really going to allow you to go in and be the full-time starter and not have any of those growing pains that most first-time starters do?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing is that the best strength that you can have as a quarterback is what's in between your ears. It's not necessarily the talents on the field, how fast you can run, how well, how far you can throw the ball. It's really about the preparation, and it starts in June, July. It even starts in spring ball. But basically, going into my first full-time season, I'm really excited just to lead this team by inspiration and really just give these fans what they deserve, a team that competes with passion and character every single day.
Berco, speaking of leadership, you had Taylor Kelly, the leader, you had Jalen Strong, the leader. All of a sudden, you come in, you are the guy, you are the quarterback. Do you feel like you have big shoes to fill, or are you saying, no, this is my team, I'm going to do it my way? What is your angle going into this football season as the leader?
As a leader, as a quarterback of this football team, I just see it as an opportunity. I've digested, 4 years of information, whether it be behind Brock Osweiler, Taylor Kelly, how they react to adversity, and I'm just excited to, kind of put my flavor to this football team. And I'm a guy, very vocal guy, very passionate on the field, and just like to bring the best out of the players beyond me. And we got a very senior-led group, and I'm not going to be alone out there. We got a whole bunch of leaders on this football team and every dynamic.
Jordan, I love to talk to kids, and I tell them, especially guys that are inspiring to play college football, not being heavily recruited. Okay, you didn't get a scholarship, you walked on. Mm-hmm. What was that pivotal point where you said, I should be playing college football, but didn't get the scholarship offers that you wanted?
Yeah, I think it was my family. My brother was a very highly recruited player that went to Washington State, and I'd always seen myself as a player of that caliber. And my dad, always was telling me that you're going to be a Division I college football player. Believe in it, believe in yourself, and I always have. And when I finally earned that scholarship, it was a huge goal to take off my list and very rewarding.
Jordan, I know I'm sure you looked at the calendar and the schedule. There's a game in early November, happens to be in Pullman.
Yeah.
With you guys going there, if you had to anticipate your emotions, or have you thought about in the offseason, what's going to be like to go back to a place where your college career began?
It's going to be awesome. I got a bunch of friends that are still there, and I'm really looking forward to going and playing. But I'm most excited about getting camp started. To be honest, I played Wazoo last year, got that out of the way, and now we're trying to make a national championship run, and we believe we can.
It's funny, Mike. I remember last year, after you got thrust into the starting job, you came on Pac-12 Networks. I remember doing the interview with you. And it's funny because I had asked you about your relationship with Taylor, and you guys were buddies. And just recently, as we were getting ready for Media Day, I remember seeing this huge story that they did on you and your path and some of the things. And I remember you saying, yeah, we're buddies, we're good friends. And part of me believed you because I don't think you're not being honest with me. But at the same time, just as a competitor, knowing how competitive you guys have to be to play at this level, and yet it does seem really genuine. Was there a moment though when you're playing and when you're out there and you just don't know if you're ever even going to get that opportunity where you said to yourself, you know what, maybe this just isn't the right spot for me. Maybe I have to go and leave. Maybe this is just not in the cards for me.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting, between Taylor and I is the fact that what makes our relationship so great is that we respect one another. I mean, we've always been different quarterbacks, so even when the quarterback competition first started, we always rooted each other on, which is unique for a quarterback competition. But, I always told myself that I was excited for this opportunity. Back then, I was excited to be a starter as a redshirt senior. I mean, the fact that I got opportunity to play last year, 3 games, was incredible. But, what I learned between, the adversity that I had about being a backup quarterback, it's helped me so much to where I am right now.
Jordan, Curtis and I were talking earlier today about who we were predicting the South, and we both kind of were leaning towards ASU because of your defense. Mm-hmm. What's it like to be on a defense that blitzes over 75% of the time? You're bringing heat all over the ground.
Yeah, it's very exciting. One play, you look at coach and he's signaling something, then you look back, he's signaling something else, and it's like, we're just we're balls to the wall. We're going to blitz and we're going to pressure you until you make a mistake, and we're going to capitalize on a mistake. And it's so fun to play in a defense like this because we know how the offense is feeling, like, oh gosh, where's it coming from? So it's really fun.
Berco, we talk about chemistry, we talk about being on the same page. Wide receiver and quarterback, one of the best relationships on the football team. You lose one of the best in the Pac-12, if not the best, in Jalen Strong last season. This season, they moved DJ Foster to wide receiver. How are you guys progressing, number one, in terms of your chemistry together, and also, is he going to be a guy that you look toward, or are you going to be able to spread the ball a little more so than we saw in the previous 2 years with Arizona State?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the amazing thing about the receiving core that we have is that we have guys that can take 1-yard passes 80 yards. And as a quarterback and as a line, you like that. And we truly have guys who can run with the ball and at every position, whether it be wideouts at the number 1 or slot guys. And the thing with DJ is he's pretty much done it all. So there's nothing that he hasn't done. So he's really excited moving into this season because he can really work specifically where he feels he's very comfortable in the slot, mismatches, whether it be motion, and he's still going to get some handoffs as well. But we got a group of guys at wide receiver who want the others to succeed. I think that's what's dynamic about our wide receiver position is that we do have, we got a wide receiver group that loves each other, an offense that loves each other, and an entire team that does.
I go back to last year, and I hate to even talk about this game, but I'm going to go back to the USC game. Oddly, after that game, man, watching you perform in that game, I became a huge cheerleader for you. What is one of your strengths? Because I saw you spin it. You can definitely throw the ball. Outside of your arm strength, give me your next, I would say, one of your other biggest attributes.
I like to say, obviously I build a great relationship with the entire offensive unit, and that's what really gets us rolling. But I like to use a lot of anticipation in my game, and that's something that it involves your understanding of protection, understanding of route depth and whatnot, and just making sure that sometimes you get under center 80% of the time you know what you're about to do before the ball even touches your hand, and I think that's pivotal to positive plays and not going backwards.
We make reference to the fact that you guys are student athletes as well, and that aspect is really important. But being on campus also affords you some fun, some downtime. And I know rivalries are always huge in sports, and obviously Arizona State and Arizona have a huge rivalry. You guys also support some of the other teams in some of the athletic teams that are out there. You guys both on hand, taking a closer look at what's happening in a huge rivalry matchup. It's the basketball team. You guys are actually part of the guys that rush the court.
There you go.
How much fun was that to be in? Because it's not football, it's basketball related, but yet it's still the same kind of community.
We were front row the whole game, and luckily, Mike's worked his way to getting us in the front row somehow. I don't know who we talked to.
You guys know some people.
We got in the front row of the student section, and we got it cracking.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is a little belief. I mean, those students rallied behind us. We learned some of the chants. That team, our team was fired up, and all of a sudden, rivalry games, anything can happen. Yeah. I mean, that was an experience that might be one of my favorite moments as a student athlete here at school.
That's cool.
One of our favorite moments happened, as we were getting ready for the show. There's been a little Twitter action between a couple of us on the set.
It's on.
It's crazy to me because Yogi and I sort of have a little bit of a rivalry on the network side, but who's got the better hair? You know, you guys. I said this to you when you came on the show with us last season. That's a hell of a head of hair that you have going there.
I appreciate it. Hard work.
You got upset because you weren't really involved, and you think that you're bringing your.
Yeah, well, you know, being a walk-on, I'm always, you know, overlooked, and I've been overlooked again, I guess, because I pride myself on my hair, and I actually taught Berco how to do his hair like that. And
the reality is,
you guys are roommates, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The reality is day in, day out, he might use, you know.
No, day in and day out.
But the thing is, on game day, like today, I'm ready and I'm prepared.
Just
rain. There was a little drizzle this morning. I'm ready.
Well, Yogi wanted. It was your idea.
It was. Yeah. I mean, look, guys. we're a little older than you. Okay, so we want to make sure you got probably the two best hairdos in the pack.
Yeah.
But Mike, I think he's the best hair at the Pac-12
I would say
Networks
you
in
do.
Studio.
Still take the
on
games.
site.
So we didn't know what kind of product you guys were.
Yes, we wanted to bring you some product. You know, just give you a little guide. We have rival products. This is Bumble and Bumble. Yeah, get in there.
You want a little smell
first.
Smell first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Texture.
Feel free to use a little bit.
Pomade kind of guy.
Yeah. Whatever works. But
You like the clay?
Interesting.
you guys are competitive. Would you guys mind taking part in a competition with us?
Right.
Yeah.
If we get
absolutely.
Curtis to
That's
take a
right.
picture, maybe.
We're gonna send it to social. We're gonna find out
Pick
who
the
has better hair.
walk-on. Pick the walk-on with no hair to not participate in the competition.
He's not participating. You're participating.
We're going to take
I'm
a
gonna
quick
earn a
picture with
scholarship.
you guys, and whoever we're going to let the fans vote on who's got the best.
This
I
is-
wish you weren't standing because
Go
I look
Devils.
taller.
That's
on
all
you.
right.
Waiting for
So
this.
you're a good
And
sign.
if you can, just take the picture. We're going to put it on social media. We'll get the fans to vote.
You got your good side. I don't want any.
I have
don't
no
want any
excuses.
I don't want any
I'm on
excuses.
this side here.
So
This is a good one. I'm going to go. 1, 2, 3.
we have the picture now. We'll find
feel
out who's got the
confident.
best hair in the. And I'm going to hold on because I only brought this to Los
Crew.
Angeles.
You guys ever use Crew
And we-
pomade?
And I'm taking a
Good stuff.
selfie because I want to compete also. And his hair.
That's good.
Curtis
That's
is
good.
underrated too. He's
We
got
will
great hair.
find out at the end of the day
The competition's on.
who has the best hair. You should be worried
Vote
because
for the Devils.
having Yogi Roth on my team is like having Jordan on the basketball floor. That's,
You know what?
That's
Not
it.
props.
That's it.
Not
That's
props.
true. That's what it
I'm a
comes
former
to.
walk-on too.
There's
By
a
the
couple
way, I
faces.
got a chip
I don't
on
know
my
if you can beat
shoulder.
these faces. Which camera one? Here we go. Just look.
There you go.
Just smile.
They're trying to get a job too.
And
We're here. Okay.
when you guys lose, the pillow talk at night because you're roommates is about what kind of product you need to switch to.
We can engage in advice.
I got to vote in this too.
just
right
like
here for you.
I might go with the bald look because you make it look.
Yeah, I'm gonna let my hair grow for the next year.
I just like the fact that I can still talk about it because it's going back and it's getting gray on the side for me. So enjoy what you have because in a couple years it might not be there. Wish you nothing but success this upcoming year, guys. Thanks for having us.